Greetings and welcome to Shamanic Musings with Cate. Today's topic is ceremony and ritual. As a young woman, I was very involved in advocating for the rights, equal rights for women. I was very involved locally in my community, as were a number of other women who were friends and acquaintances. The 70s was a very inspiring time for young feminists and people who were looking to bring balance to the yin-yang, the male-female of the world. Well, oddly enough, it was my feminist activities that led me to my spirituality. I had rejected a lot of the patriarchal religions from my younger years. And when I discovered the goddess and the great mother, and I began reading voraciously everything I could get my hands on, I realized that once I could look at God as goddess, I could see myself in goddess, where I was not able to do that with God and the teachings of Christianity that in my particular case, but I think the teachings of most major world religions. I think it was one of my co-workers at the women's shelter who introduced a group of us to Vicki Noble's Mother Peace Tarot deck. And that was my inspiration. A group of us began to meet regularly, do ceremony. We would meet at each other's homes on special days, holy days, which I will talk about in a few minutes. We would include dancing and singing and drumming, and always wonderful potluck food. Celebration is a part of our ancestors' teachings. And it was so completing for me to come back to this celebration and ceremony. Ceremony is a way of creating sacred space in order to do spiritual work. Now, many thousands of years ago, our ancestors, the ancestors of most peoples on Earth, celebrated according to the sun cycles, also according to the moon cycles. And then, of course, we had ceremony for personal transformation, as in weddings, funerals, coming of age. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the 8 celebrations, the holy days that I celebrate, and I would invite you to celebrate with me. We start with the solstices, the longest day, June 21st-ish, and the shortest day, December 21st-ish. Now, these days vary depending on the year. They could be the 20th to the 22nd or 23rd. And of course, it's opposite in the Southern Hemisphere. So I'm speaking here in the north, in the far north, in the Yukon. And we have the solstices are very big celebrations for those of us who live in the far north, because the light is so different. The days are very long in the summer and very short in the winter. Now, on the cross of that, we have the equinoxes. We have spring equinox, March 21st. In this case, this year, it's the 20th, and fall equinox, which is September 21st-ish. Once we have these 4 celebrations, we do a little tilt, and we have the cross-quarter days. And those are February 2nd, May 1st, August 2nd, sometimes the 1st as well, and November 1st. Our ancestors celebrated every 6 weeks. I think we should do it too. If you're interested in joining my next upcoming celebration, we're looking at spring equinox on March 20th. I'll include some information below where you can go and check out my website and join us to celebrate spring equinox. Thanks for listening. Please like this video so that it can get shared with a lot more people. Thanks. See you next week.